All right, welcome to episode number 3 of the Get Real podcast. This is going to be what is it? What is the name of this episode going to be? I'm going to name it Big Bets
No.
Only Reunites. I'm going to name it
No.
that, and then it is.
No.
This video is not sponsored by Matador, but Danny Duncan, please. I know me and you have DM'd before. I need a sponsorship because I can perform better and more stunts than any person that you have on that's sponsored by Matador. Any stunt that they have done, I'm able to perform. And yeah, that's my take for the sponsorship. But to be exact, bro, this is not sponsored by Matador, but I want to be. 185. That's not even a lot, and it's healthy too, compared to 5 Hour Energy. What do you think?
I mean, personally, and this is no shot at that. I'm not gonna consume it
But
ever.
well, I mean, like that's because you're on a caffeine.
Well, yeah, that's also because I almost died. So,
Yeah.
we can't.
But no, like I feel like if you looked up the ingredients on that and then looked up the ingredients of 5 Hour Energy, you'd be surprised at how much like healthier that is than 5 Hour Energy.
I'm gonna Google this as we speak. I'm gonna fact check this.
Go right ahead. Because I bought a 5 Hour.
I was
Energy.
curious.
I bought a 5 Hour Energy to like compare them, and I was actually like disgusted. But yeah, while you're looking that up, yeah, we're gonna name it Big Bets Only Reunion or whatever.
Reunion?
Yeah,
Reunion?
Reunion. There you
Reunion special, but I don't know what you want to call it. Oh, however, the Cleveland Clinic Health Essentials says that energy drinks can be unhealthy due to their high caffeine and sugar content.
go. Was that obvious?
Well, no shit. I don't know. I mean, I don't consume caffeine, so anymore.
I drink at least 1 cup of coffee a day.
I mean, but coffee's healthy for you, actually.
Not when you put a shit ton of creamer in it.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. I mean, pure black coffee is healthy.
I don't like black at all. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I don't like I don't like black coffee. But yeah, this is episode 3. The first episode was probably like what, like fucking. Even know? Have you ever like watched even one of my podcasts?
No.
First episode was with Aaron Brown, and it was probably like the beginning of summer, maybe like June.
So, I know you did one with Janoop.
Janoop was second episode, and I haven't touched it since. And that was during summer. That was during July.
I remember peeking at that, but that's kind of when I fully just started going off of social media. Because I just don't fuck with social media more.
I think the first episode was like early July, late June, and then Chinook was like mid July, and then that's like end of July. July 28th is the day I moved into Las Vegas, and I've kind of just been focusing on like relocating, just like getting my feet set, and then like I told myself that like my first episode was virtual with Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't do it over in person, and I would told myself I would never do that again because our podcast was a fucking mess.
We had like learn your lesson the first fucking time. We had shit show train wreck.
We had audio problems. I think.
Wait, am I allowed to swear?
Yes.
Okay.
We had audio problems like every fucking week.
Oh god, what was the one? Because we were supposed to have Tycho, and we did everything Tycho wanted, and then he pulled out because. Okay, that's terrible terminology. He pulled out though because schedule changes. So that's when we went with my Aaron.
Yeah, the
videographer, photographer. I don't really talk to him anymore about. I mean, nothing.
Pretty Boy Cut.
Pretty Boy Cut.
Shout out Pretty Boy Cut. Even though like when I DM'd him after the podcast saying like if he'd ever want to do content again, he didn't respond to me. But hey, no shade, bro. When you're busy, bro, like I've done it with even my own parents and best friends. Like when you're busy, you just don't have time to respond.
That dude does not respond unless it's business related. I'm not gonna lie. If it's not business related, he's really not. The last time I think I actually had a conversation with him was March.
You know, I give respect to that though. You might not fuck with that, but
I mean, it doesn't bother me.
Wait, so did you know Aaron in real life? Oh, you went to fucking WrestleMania with him.
Yeah, we met up. So we were Xbox friends and shit since 2014. So by the time we met for the first time was 2021, right after COVID. And yeah, it was at WrestleMania. He drove from Miami. I flew into Tampa, and we linked up for both nights. And then later that year, we did another wrestling event. Him and his friend came into Chicago. We did one there. Then flew the next day to Vegas to go to SummerSlam at Allegiant Stadium.
Holy shit! So y'all are like boys, bro.
I did that trip because I've worked the Thursday night. Friday night we went somewhere. Saturday we flew out, did the same event, and then I flew home Monday, and I was in charge of the rental car and everything. I did that whole trip, and I hadn't slept since probably Friday morning before I went out Friday night to go do stuff. Because by the time I got home, because I dropped my cousin off after the event in Chicago, I grabbed my suitcase. I had like 2 hours to chill, and I had to go right back to the airport.
Oh,
so
slept all plane ride or what? Or
yeah,
tried to at least.
I tried, but it was a fucking morning flight, and that's when I decided. Excuse me, morning flights are not for me. I should probably turn this back around.
But yeah,
no, it's
fucking Pretty Boy Ka. You know, I was actually like looking at his work. Like at the time, I haven't really tapped into what he does now, but yeah, he did fucking what Future. He
LeBron.
took pictures for LeBron, yeah.
Well, he didn't do him for him. He just
did
caught
it.
him.
Yeah,
he caught him at like a red carpet.
Did he do any like events for or like photographer for people who asked for it?
Or does he started doing a lot more of that. So
okay,
like,
good. Because you don't really make money off of like just photographing someone when they walk out of a game or like.
No, he was actually out here actually in September. He was
Vegas has a lot of celebrities.
He went to the Sphere event.
He went to fucking the Sean O'Malley Marab.
Yeah.
We should probably talk UFC unless you don't really know.
I honestly, I hate to say the sport's dull to me because the superstar factor is gone. I don't really see, besides John Jones, like Colby Covington just runs his mouth the whole time. It's not the same. He's not winning fights. He's never beat a ranked opponent.
This is the day after Colby Covington just lost to Jaquan Buckley, by the way.
Was it Buckley or Berkeley?
Buckley.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't really keep up with it. If I'm interested in like the main event or a few fights, I'll
tune in.
I'll tune in and buy the event. And but yeah, no, I don't. UFC, I kind of stopped. I mean, obviously McGregor was always my boy. I got all that artwork in my fucking room, but which I don't know. Part of that might sell it.
You know, I actually do agree with you on like the superpower status is kind of gone, just because like obviously like dude, there's a champion, right? And he could walk through his weight class, become a champion, and then 2 fights later look washed.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm like you see NFL teams, right? Like you have the Chiefs that they've been winning for years. They don't fall off.
No.
Like NFL teams when they're good, it's very rare that they just fall off.
I mean, unless you're the Cincinnati Bengals or the San Francisco 49ers or the Jacksonville Jaguars.
San Francisco's been good. They had 2020 all the way till last year. They had a rough seasons in between. But
this team is still built that it should be contending, and they're not. So that's concerning. But no, like you agreed with the UFC. It's just not. I don't know. They're promoting like crazy, and they're setting records all the time. But
I think this year 2024 was the biggest year in the world for UFC.
Oh yeah.
But just because there's no superstars, it's just a bunch of stars. Just a bunch of stars. Everyone's big. I guess if you want to consider someone a superstar, is Alex Pereira.
Yes.
Or Ilia Topuria. You could put. I feel like Ilia Topuria and Alex Pereira are bigger than Islam, but you could put Islam up there.
I don't really fuck with Islam.
Islam's my favorite Dagestani. I literally despise every other Dagestani, but Islam's just fucking hilarious, and he beat a bunch of people that I dislike, so I like him. But Alex Pereira's probably my second favorite UFC fighter. Obviously, I'm a gay fanboy, you know, so Sean O'Malley is my favorite. But So John O'Malley's number 1 for me. Number 2 is Alex Pereira, and I'd say probably number 3 is. You know, it's actually a really good question. I'm gonna put Actually, I want your top 2 and then your top 3, and then I'll think of my 3.
Well, I'm out of the game. You know, I'll admit I'm more of a superstar factor where I only give a shit about the superstars. So
Yeah.
obviously, I think McGregor's up there for sure. I like Poirier. People are gonna hate this, but Bilal Muhammad, becoming a bigger fan of him. He follows me on Twitter.
Bilal follows you on Twitter?
Dude, he's followed me for years. I think I've DM'd him a few times. Like
No
we've
way.
talked. Let me see if I can find it. My bad. It's called X. Yeah.
That's actually a crazy poll. Yo, that's
I
actually
think-
a crazy poll.
I think BJ Penn follows me.
No way. That's a crazy
Oh no, he
poll.
unfollowed me because I retweeted some out of pocket shit one day. Who else is there? Oh,
It's a crazy poll.
hold up. Let me see. Verified followers. Some of these are a lot of bot accounts, and it's not.
I'll tell you guys right now, I'm not a fan at all of Bilal Muhammad.
Really? He actually grew up in I think he lives like an hour from me or so.
In Illinois?
Yeah, he's from Illinois.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he's from fucking out of the country.
No, he was born and raised in Illinois.
But he doesn't rep America when he walks into the fucking cage? What a fucking douche, man. If you are born in America and you want to rep a different flag, you are a disgrace to America. I'm just going to say that right now.
The Miami Heat follow me.
That's fire.
The White Sox follow me.
I'm not sure if anyone else was I can't really name anybody else, but there's definitely some people that has been in the UFC that were born in America, and they just because their heritage is from somewhere else, they try and rep that flag. I'm like, you're a fucking douchebag. Like, you were born in America. Your first language was American. Why the fuck are you trying to rep a different country?
American's not a language.
Or English.
English.
Same shit.
American's a culture.
Same shit, right? Oh,
No.
my fault.
But no, UFC, I don't know. I just don't pay. I mean, ever since I officially took myself off the internet, I guess I'd say. I mean, I'm back on it, but ever since I went on a month and a half, just detox completely off of everything, I just don't keep up with shit. I sound like such a boomer saying that, but
I feel weird thinking about probably this year is the most I've ever been on the internet. Just because I think it's just because I got my PC a little over a year ago, and I wasn't really in tap with the internet that much. I deleted I had a TikTok that had 12K on it, and I was actually making somewhat money from it. And then it got banned.
Yeah.
For the dumbest shit. TikTok bans you for the dumbest reason, but it got fully banned. I appealed it, my account's gone, and then that's when I decided, well, I don't watch TikToks. I just posted and made money from it, so I just deleted the app. The rest of 2023, I think the beginning of 2024, I got it back just to make my own account, and I'm addicted to TikTok now again. So TikTok, I'm
Till the
brain
TikTok
rot.
ban.
I got Skibbity Toilet all over my For You page and bullshit like that, bro. I got brain rot everywhere. So
yeah, well, it's okay. It's getting banned in a few weeks.
yeah, isn't it? I heard
January
that,
19th.
Yeah, I heard that there's a law getting passed that TikTok
They're
is
gonna ban it.
officially getting banned in America.
Unless they sell it. Excuse me. Pardon me. I burped. But yeah, I mean, I'm hooked on TikTok again. I'll admit that. I
You
told
don't
myself,
got no brain rot though on there, do you?
No.
No, okay, good. Ninja got a low taper fade. You know what else is massive?
What? Shut up. What is my For You? My For You page, actually, speaking of that, Ninja just popped up on my For You page.
That's actually hilarious.
Yeah, no, my TikTok has become a lot of motivational stuff, or it's been
That's good.
or it's been a lot of health and fitness stuff. Hence how I got sober. Well, it helped me get sober. But no, it's mainly a lot of 21 Pilots, MGK, or pro wrestling shit on there now. So
I never got tapped into the WWE.
Dude, but it's red hot. They're coming to Vegas. They're taking over Vegas for a week and a half in April.
Dude, there could be I'm such not a fan that they could have the biggest show of their life in Vegas, which is where I live right now, which is where we're at right now, and I wouldn't go. Even if the tickets were free.
I'm telling you, I'm trying to find every way to go because my GOAT, CM Punk's going to finally get his WrestleMania main event. And like one, it's at Raiders Stadium anyways, so that's just two peas in a pod. But the problem is tickets are like $5,000.
Fuck. Yeah, I wouldn't even consider that.
If you want to sit front row, it's $50,000 for one ticket for both nights.
I would never consider that.
I just hope you're ready though, because Vegas traffic is about to become a shit show even more. Because everyone from every different country fucking comes here for this.
It was brutal enough with F1 here.
Oh, it's gonna get worse because they take over the city for a week.
F1 was a nightmare. I went downtown for F1 one time with my car, and I think I was on the strip for at least an hour.
Fuck that. Nope.
It was brutal. I don't think I'd ever do it again. I think Ubers are necessary now.
Oh yeah, at that. I'll let you know though if I'm coming for that. It all depends. That's a big budget maker that I have to. Oh, the Seahawks are coming back. That's a big budget thing because I don't think they released it for individual nights, but that would be a week-long trip I make because I'd want to go to all the events.
Yeah.
And then they're talking about using the Sphere for the Raw after Mania.
Dude, that'd be nuts though. The Sphere is amazing.
Especially after the UFC one. Woo! I will tell you the cheapest ticket right now.
I will tell you guys though, I've seen a lot of comments about Sean O'Malley and Merab. Sean O'Malley only lost that fight by 1 round. And the fact that people are trying to twist the narrative like Merab dominated and won every round, it's kind of foolish. Anyone who says that Merab won 4 rounds to 5 rounds, you're delusional and you do not watch MMA. That's all I gotta say.
I feel bad because I'm chewing so much gum I could see my mic lighting up.
Fuck. Nah, it's no big deal.
I chew a lot of gum now that I'm sober. Yeah, cheapest ticket to get in is $1,000 without counting taxes.
God, dude.
And that's for both nights. The most expensive is $15,000 right now.
Oh.
So you trying to pull out a loan right now to go to WrestleMania? No. I'm telling you, this is. If I find a way to go, I'm going to try to find a way to get you a ticket, and I'm going to drag you with for both nights because regardless whether you like it or not, everyone who goes to these events always say it's just the atmosphere is incredible.
Bro, you gotta fucking DM like one of those fucking wrestlers.
I'll start selling my feet pics if I have to.
I'd buy them. You know, you just made it weird, and I made it weirder.
Yeah.
I'll never lose a freak off.
Your mom's gonna listen to this and be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I'd suck a fucking dick, dude. No, I wouldn't. I'm just checking. I just wanted my mom to hear that just because it's fucking hilarious.
You know, anyways, back to the beginning. Before you got sidetracked on your
ago.
No, immaturity right there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what to call it.
Little dick syndrome.
Sure, LDS.
Yep.
If you think about it, it's officially 2 years since you and I did BBO.
Oh, are we gonna get into that?
No.
Let's do it.
No.
And then once we get into that, you can get onto your ramble about our guest. We should actually do a rundown. I think we should do it right now. A rundown of how we're still talking to our past guest. And
well, it's funny because I talked to I talked to one half and you talked to the other half. Yeah. And then it's like, it does not intermingle.
When I tell you guys that like our guests were like 50-50, like 1 week I would pull a guest out of my ass. And then next week he'd pull a guest out of his ass. It was never like, I bring the guest, you do the behind the scenes. We both like did 50-50.
It was a shit show.
It was a shit show.
It was a shit show, the whole thing.
I was in college doing full-time school, and he was working every day, overnights.
12 hours a night, no sleep every fucking day.
So it was almost impossible to succeed at that point. Like, I feel like right now, if we ever even tried to like start a co-host podcast, it'd be better than ever, but I don't even know.
I don't know. I'm not going to lie. It'd be kind of hard because now that I'm an uncle.
Like, Unc status?
I'm Unc status per my 14-year-old brother. I'm Unc status. But, like, so when I get off this red-eye flight, I have to go pick on Wednesday morning. I have to go pick my niece up and go babysit all day.
Oh.
So, when I tell you, surprisingly for once, I'm a busy person. And it's so weird to say.
I've been busy ever since I fucking came to this state. But, you know.
Welcome to the workforce.
Yeah. But, you know, fucking whatever it takes to make money, right?
It's what you gotta do.
Unless you're gay, I mean, it's kind of immoral, correct, right?
Unless you're what?
So unless you're gay, and you're not actually gay, but you just perform gay stuff for like
They
money.
call that gay for pay.
Like
There's an actual term for that.
Immorally correct.
I mean, you're making money. Like, you can't hate on someone's hustle.
So you accept people who do OnlyFans?
What am I to judge? They're making more than I am. They're well off.
You know,
I actually am friends with people who do OnlyFans.
I never disrespect people who do OnlyFans. I'll never respect them, but I never disrespect them. But I more like disrespect people who buy that shit. Like, I've never spent a dime on any type of sexual, like, anything. I've never spent money on nothing. Like, I've looked on Reddit, like, of course, people's like leaks and stuff like that, but I've never went on OnlyFans and said, this girl's so bad. Let me do
spend $9.99 a month.
Yeah, no, never.
I don't really do it. I have friends that do it. They make a lot of money. I'm like, shit. That's
It's crazy how sexualized this world is.
Dude, and to think they don't really do a lot of sexual shit either. They've told me some of the stuff they do, and I'm like, people pay for that?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah. I'm like, I guess there's a market for everything. And you know what? I can't. Who am I to judge? All right. I mean, who am I to judge?
We're getting to the point where America is like the biggest market is like
Sex. Sex is the biggest market.
Porn.
And it's disgusting to say.
Why do you think Vegas is so popular? Sex City, Sin City, whatever you want.
In my opinion, I'd be fine with porn being banned.
Oh yeah.
I'd be fine with it. But yeah, I don't know. I know people who've been addicted, and I'm like, dude. I'm like, smell the roses. Smell the roses.
I mean, it's like, I don't get how you can get addicted to porn. Like, I don't feed off addiction. Like, I've never been addicted to anything in my life. What do you think I'm addicted to?
I'm trying to think if you have been. Or if you have tendencies of anything.
Oh, I have tendencies.
Maybe caffeine.
I could quit caffeine right now.
Do it.
I'd rather not.
I did.
But I don't get like heartaches. I'm not affected by it.
Not yet.
I'll keep doing it.
Do it until you end up at a doctor's office like I did.
Now, people like say that like I used to be the type of person that's saying like, if you don't like something, why don't you quit right now? Like, I used to be that type of guy, but
so
it's like it's not like why would I quit something that in improving my life?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
I don't know.
I wouldn't say caffeine fully improves people's lives.
Well, say you're out on a late night working.
Oh, different story.
And then you have work in the morning. You want to wake up and you just want to get a little swig in.
Well, I mean, you're still also dealing with the side effects, the negative side effects. So, I mean, it's a 50-50. I mean, depends how often the consumption is. For me, I said that's why my heart almost exploded. But, you know, I should get that tatted on me. I almost died.
You know, I used to really want a tattoo, but I don't think I'm ever going to get a tattoo in my life.
I still want one. I'm just not in the place for one right
Tattoos
now.
are expensive, dude.
Oh, yeah, they are. So
for some fucking stupid fucking reason.
I want for sure, I want lyrics on my forearms. And both of them. And then I want to do something on my side. I already told myself when I want to get my dog's paw print on my right thigh. And eventually my cat's paw print. And then my other dog's paw print. Kobe's paw print. Whenever he goes fucking 20 years from now, 10 years from now. Because he's 4 now, so he's probably got like 10 years left.
Yeah.
But, you know, I want to get those. And I want those all on my like thighs because that's where they always laid their paw on me. But yeah, no, on lyrics, I don't know if I'll ever get to it anytime soon because now I'm heading into 2025. I'm on this big health kick, so to speak. Like, I've been DMing with like health coaches and everything too.
No way.
Yeah.
That's fire.
I mean, so like, funny story is, I guess we weren't talking about fitness though. We were actually talking about like making money. Do you know who Jackson Felt is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him and I were DMing earlier this week. Like, dead ass, like.
What did you say it was? What did you say at the top right?
I was just like, "Oh, are you good with that?" And he's like, "Yeah." He was trying to get me to throw $500 immediately into trading right away, and I was like,
He's trying to scam you.
No, he was like being serious because
Okay.
I follow a lot of shit he does. I didn't even realize I was subscribed to him on Snapchat, and I saw him like doing shit with investing and trading stocks and crypto.
Oh, okay.
So like I just DM'd him and I was like, I'm not gonna get a fucking response, and then it turned into a full conversation for like an hour, and I was like, oh, that's fucking wild.
I've made a cool $500 off of Dogecoin this month already.
So I'm pissed about that because last year when Doge wasn't doing shit, I was just like, dude, I have like $300 in this. I was like, I need the money back. I was like, it's not going anywhere, and I took it all out.
What was it at right then?
Fuck if I remember. I wasn't making
Was
profit
it less than
on
20
it.
cents?
Yeah.
It's like fluctuating between like almost 50 now.
I know, and I'm kicking myself. So I bought into. I'll give my boy a shout out, Jake. He got me to throw $50 into XPR. It's the next crypto that's blowing up, which actually it's doing well right now. But yeah, he's actually looking to transfer to a D1 school to play football. So
Wait, who?
my boy Jake.
Oh, okay.
Jake Murphy, Santa Barbara Roots.
You can shout out whoever you want, bruh. Go ahead.
Santa Barbara Roots. I mean, that's like, I'm very cautious with people I'll call my brother, so to speak. Like you, I obviously. What the fuck are you smiling at?
I don't know.
Are you obviously? We go back far enough. I'll call you my brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's already true. But like Mason, I'll call him my bro. We're not like brothers.
Yeah.
Jake and I, dude, that's like another brother. Like, if I had to say I'd take a bullet for someone, he's one of the people on top of the list.
Is that the guy you went to NF with?
No, that's Garrett. That's another one.
That's another brother?
That's another brother. We met because of the NF music video we all went to.
Type shit.
So we did that in Nashville, and then we did concerts together, which that was lit. That was a fun experience. But no, Jake is actually one of the probably number one reason I actually got sober. Because anytime we'd talk or be on fucking the phone or Snapchat, he'd always be giving me shit like, do you ever take the vape out of your mouth? Like, he's like,
wait. You know, I find that fucking hilarious because let's take this back to the big bets only.
I'm knocking shit over.
Yeah, that's fucking funny.
I used to rip the fuck out of it.
Oh yeah,
and
like,
not give a shit.
It was funny. Like we all had this little like box camera, and your head would be like the biggest part of it. And just keep in mind that like all the camera can basically see is like you're up here and like above in your head. Like that's all the camera can see. And I think every like 2 minutes, this guy whips out his fucking thing and goes.
And then when I was told it was being too much, I'd always go like this. And you'd still hear me just inhaling.
Yeah.
I mean, but I was in a weird part of life.
Do you have any choice of words for who told you to stop doing that?
Oh, are you talking about who I think you're talking about?
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Let me pull up the name before it. Are you talking about this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, fuck that guy.
Oh, God.
I mean, listen, I'd go in, but I've done a lot of, since being sober and a lot of things I learned, there's a lot of things you not to put energy into anymore. And spewing hatred and shit talk isn't really one of them on my bucket list anymore. I mean, if him and I ever saw each other, I'd still probably say fuck you and fuck you twice over.
Oh, God.
But I mean, it is what it is. I don't.
What was the real story on that? What was at least the reason like that made it like
the biggest issue?
The switch.
The biggest issue I had was he tried to blame me for a lot of issues because of that episode we did with him because I was vaping on
in
it.
His life, like his scholarship stuff like
his
that.
scholarships and his coaches and all that. I was trying to pit it on me, and I was like, "Oh, all right, first of all, don't pit this shit on me." And it was just, in my opinion, it was hypocritical because I think I still have all the Snapchats and everything from him Snapchatting me while he's fucking drunk and drinking and smoking cigars and all this, but you're worried about me hitting my vape on our podcast at the time. And I'm like...
the difference was it was like years on camera.
I mean...
But I get where you're coming from.
My thing was he wasn't just sending it to me, he was posting it on stories and shit like that. So I mean, and then you want to post the Bible verse, and this is nothing against people who with religious beliefs, because since getting sober and getting my health in order this year, and becoming an uncle, I've started leaning towards more of a faith and all that. You know, I'm still technically Catholic. I think I've never really known my religion, but but yeah, no. But then he'd want to post Bible quotes the next day and act like he's some perfect human being, and I just don't fuck with that. And he can differ from that opinion, but for me, it doesn't make a difference. Like, at the end of the day, I want to say the word in one of the final conversations him and I had together. I want to say the word hate was used, and for me, I could need some water. For me, my biggest thing is, one of my biggest things in life now is, could you imagine like hating my guts, right, and me not even knowing who the fuck you are, like that's my biggest thing. Like but I digress. But that's
the Marco special. I digress.
Yeah, for once I'm shutting my mouth. I had a problem with that before. I used to always run my mouth.
I found it hilarious when you would.
I mean, was I always telling lies?
No.
All right.
I don't think Marco's ever lied.
I won't know. I'm not a perfect person.
But let's go back to that. I mean, I have zero disrespect towards Christian. I am Christian myself, but I have flaws. I sin. And the biggest problem is I know that I'm sinning and I still do it anyways. And that's the exact reason why I don't flaunt my Christianity, is because I know I'm not like a top tier Christian. I'm not like a respected Christian, so I don't flaunt my religion. Obviously, if I tell someone that Jesus changed my life and I tell someone to believe in Christianity, that's not flaunting it. That's just respect towards the religion, and this is how it changed my life. But yeah, I've never been the type of guy to post Bible quotes and flaunt Jesus saves you, like
that's
Jesus and stuff like that.
I personally, I don't know. Every person I've encountered that does that is always one of the biggest hypocrites, and that's no shade on anyone in religious backgrounds or anything. I say the same shit with my family. I mean, you listen to me bitch about my dad's side of the family. I mean, shit. I fucking cut my fucking cousins off, who for years I was actually close with, and we all had our little gaming group and we'd always be on together. But no, I fucking cut him off. I said, dude, you're fucking mentally ill and you're fucking psychotic. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I've hit a point in life where, and this is how I know, the saying is, your frontal lobe develops when you turn 25. Mm-hmm. Like your brain is fully developed. And this is how I know that I'm hitting a different chapter in life, because now I'm in this point of, all right, I used to dwell on the little shit with people. And I used to hold a lot of grudge, and now it's like, I don't give a fuck. And I don't even give a shit if we're quote-unquote family and related.
Yeah.
Because literally, and that's why we're going to go into music eventually soon here, I think. But I'll segue with it, I guess. But like, that's why one of my favorite lyrics by MGK is, just because we're blood doesn't mean we relate. Like, it's a fact. So, I don't know.
I can deep dive in that as well. Like, I think... all of my, especially my dad's side of the family, not my mom's, but my dad's side of the family, like, I don't think there's a single person on my dad's side of the family that supports Trump. Yeah, and we have me. If we didn't have Trump, I think our country would be doomed. I'm not the Trump, supporter, but I'm definitely not a Kamala supporter. I'll tell you that. And they were like ride or die Kamala.
You look at your options.
I pick common sense, like I said yesterday.
And you pick what you feel is best for the country.
I pick common sense all the time. And
due to work positions with my career, I do not disclose any political opinions.
There you go.
I have to not disclose it because it's such a touchy subject in the supply chain industry, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, personally, I think this is the most active, I guess, when I did get back on social media, because the internet was just the internet with politics. And I guess this is where I was, open about, like my boy Garrett, who I go to NF concerts with and music video and all that.
Yeah.
We have different political opinions. Doesn't mean a shit. I mean, we'll still shit talk each other.
Yeah.
Based off this last election, we had different political opinions. And, I mean, we still shit talk each other and call each other fucking idiots. We don't give a shit. We don't give a fuck because at the end of the day, it's not going to make a difference on my everyday life.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lose sleep over it.
Yeah, fucking... I don't know. I don't have any... Like, I'll never... Like, I work with a lot of people who support Kamala. Like, it's not... I don't find anything different between us because of who we support and stuff like that. But, you know, sometimes you just got to pick common sense and don't care what people think. Well, off to the segue of music, I mean, what did you want to start?
I mean, music is just a great thing. I mean, we could just go over the... I mean, you use Spotify.
You want to do the Spotify Warped on the potty?
I mean, I use Apple Music, so I use Apple Replay.
I mean, I'll get into my... I mean, I know my shit off rip, but I think my top 5 artists were Drake, number 1, Trippie Redd, number 2. Trippie Redd's the GOAT. Drake's the actual GOAT. Trippie Redd's my favorite. And then we got Rod Wave, which is probably like 3. Which these are actually make sense. The only ones that are iffy are like Yeet is my number 4. And 5 is NBA. The only reason I justified Yeet at 4 and NBA Youngboy at 5 is because NBA Youngboy drops like 3 albums a year. Like he drops every week.
Yeah, I feel music. Like I always hear about him.
And like obviously I gotta listen to NBA Youngboy because I just like his music a lot. And then Yeet dropped literally his best album of his whole career this year, and I was obsessed with it. So I think that's the reason why he was number 4. But I think like. I don't really have like a top 5 artist, but top 3 artists are definitely like number 1. Number 1's probably Trippie, number 2 is Drake, and number 3 is Rod Wave. That's probably like makes sense.
I mean, I listened to 156 artists this year, and obviously MGK was my number 1. The only, like I told you earlier, the only reason Trippie was in there was because the genre Sad Boy, which actually I've got the genre Sad Boy hoodie on.
Yep.
But I listened
album.
600. It's an EP. It's not
EP,
an album.
same shit.
It's not.
I don't even know what an EP stands for.
Neither do I, to be honest. But it's a shorter version of an album, so
okay.
It's not long enough to be classified as an album. Which I was surprised. My top song was "Time Travel" off that EP.
I didn't even have that song liked.
Really? What's fucking wild is
we'll have to listen to it after this.
I can rip and go word for word on every single track for that album.
You know
that
what?
EP.
Let me pull it up. Talk about your top songs while I...
So, out of 669 total songs listened to, Time Travel by MGK and Trippie Redd was obviously my number 1 with 300 plays. Number 2, which missed by 1 play, was Lonely Road, great collaboration by MGK and Jelly Roll. Dude, it's such a good song.
Yeah.
He worked on it for 2 years. Number 3 was Beauty, MGK and Trippie Redd, 274 plays.
There you go.
This one's emotional, and this one hit me deep when it first dropped. Don't Let Me Go by MGK, 248 plays.
Okay.
And then number 5 was Suddenly by MGK and Trippie Redd.
So all your top 5 songs are
MGK. Yes.
Okay. All right, so these are the songs I had liked off the EP. Lost Boys, Beauty, Struggles, Half Dead, Hiding in the Hills, Who Do I Call, and Summer's Gone. The rest of them I didn't even second listen to.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I could listen to it front and back all day long. And it's come to the terms where Lost Boys, the very first track, is one of my least favorite songs on the EP.
That's funny because that's my favorite song.
Really?
No, I wouldn't say it's my favorite song, but it's definitely my most played song of 2024.
So, I mean, I don't know how because all the like
that sounds good to me.
That shit annoys the fuck out of me because it's too drawn out. It's too drawn out when you're segueing into both parts for MGK's part, and it's just like.
Yeah, I will say
it's drawn out.
I will say the first time I listened to it, I was kind of just like, "Damn, Chip, what the fuck you doing?"
Dude, I loved it the first few listens, and then the whole EP dropped, and I was like, "Okay, I don't fuck with this song anymore." Because the endings too is the same thing, and I'm just like, it's drawn out too much.
Yeah, no, the first few listens for me were like, Trip, what the fuck are you doing? And then like I listened to it more and more, and then I'm like, damn, this sounds like it. When he does it, it sounds good to me.
So
I like Trip's voice. That's probably why he's my favorite artist. But
where's the lyrics? I have to actually click the song. Oops. I mean, the lyrics for me just hit deep every single time. Like when he goes to
Yeah, I'm hiding in the hills.
that did eventually grow on me and become one of my
You don't
favorite
like that one?
songs. I do love it. I do love it. But when it goes from 21 days clean, I'm not gonna break a habit. 22 days later, I'm a fucking addict. That's a big thing because
shit, yeah.
when I was quitting smoking and vaping and all that, they and even caffeine. Like, dude, I'd tell myself I was quitting. I'd hit like 20 days and I'd fucking relapse like that.
Oh fuck.
Here's another one. Cultivated in the 7 layers because my family's cursed for 7 generations. And the numerology, I'm here to break it, but the voice inside of me won't entertain it. Because I mean, I personally feel like I'm cursed from my family.
You listen to music like mainly for the lyrics?
I listen to music not just for beat, but I listen to for the deeper meanings. That's why I listen to so much shit. That's why you like MGK. That is why I listen to so much shit that I relate to. Like, if you go into fucking NF, like, holy shit, dude. Like, if you listen to the Hope album, Mistake, oh my god, I was crying on the very first listen when it dropped.
Damn.
Like, artists that can put how real people feel on a day-to-day basis. Or, which, fun fact, I know I'm just off the balls rambling. MGK is sober now. Did you know that?
No, I did.
He does smoke occasionally, he said, but he doesn't drink anymore, and he doesn't do drugs either.
Good for him, man.
He hit a 1 year sober and that was another reason. I know I drifted away, but Jake was a big reason why I got sober. Because he was on my ass. Because he's like, you're really gonna be a fucking uncle and keep killing your lungs and do this? Like, I looked at a picture of my face from 2 years ago, two and a half, back when I was bald too.
Yeah.
And I shit you not, my face was so like sunken in and skinny. It was horrible.
Yeah. No,
like, it was horrible.
I remember that.
It was horrible. I didn't realize how bad it was until him and I looked at that picture, and like he remembers. I made a promise that when I found out my oldest sister was pregnant at Christmas last year, I said by the time this kid's born, I need to start finding a way to get sober. And it took me a few months, but I did it.
Good for you, dude.
But I mean, the first 3 weeks were horrendous between nightmares, fucking night terrors, waking up drenched in sweat, just not even able to sleep at all. Like, it was terrible. I mean, and everyone experiences it differently, but I just had it rough. It was terrible.
That's why, I mean, I think that we can get back to the how I don't think I was ever addicted to anything.
Yeah,
I just think like, you guys can call this bullshit or whatever, but like, there was a month this year, like I think it was March, where I think I almost drank alcohol every single day.
Jesus.
Like, it wouldn't even to be just drunk. Like, I would just come home and I'd get bored and I'd just be like, let me get a little sip, man. Let me get a beer in, stuff like that. So I elected the whole month of April to not touch any alcohol, and I did with no struggles too. I never had any tensions. I was never like, I need your alcohol right now. It was like, that's how I knew I wasn't addicted. It was because I didn't have any cravings. I didn't have any addictions. If I had cravings and I was like, I need it, man, like fuck. Yeah. And I was sweating in my sleep, I knew that. I was like, okay, fuck, this is a problem. But it was just like, I didn't feel like I needed to drink. And then I did the same thing in November. It's December right now. I mean, I just had a shot before this just to use attention. But
I always relied on a vape to get me through anything. I'm a very socially anxious person and I'm very introverted, so I don't go out much.
Yeah,
I don't like being in public circumstances, which is ironic because my mom kind of gives me shit. She's like, "You're going to concerts by yourself?" Because like October, I went to 21 Pilots just out by myself. I went to Kanye this year by myself.
Yeah.
And like, I just fucking go. Which, shout out my homie from Canada, Patrick. I made a homie from Canada.
Patrick, bro.
Patrick, great guy. I mean, but I just fiend so much, and I relied on it to get me through anything. So then I started when I was slowly quitting and focusing on sobriety. I then cut myself down to, if I'm not in my car, I'm not hitting a vape. So then
little goals,
yeah. And then 2 people that were really on my ass were my 2 managers at work.
Yeah.
because they're like 30 years older than me.
Yeah.
So they really were on my ass, and I didn't realize I actually clicked music to play, and I didn't realize that.
You know, I have little goals when it comes to like not really anything drug or alcohol related, but like little stuff. I can't really think of like anything off the dome, but I can definitely see where you're coming from. Like, I won't do this when I'm doing that. I won't do that when I'm doing this, stuff like that, just to like stop. Like, or like I think I did it with TikTok. Like, I elected to like. There's some days where I wake up and like the first thing I do is get on my phone and scroll a little bit.
Yeah.
I elected to stop doing that. Like, I elected to just when I wake up, I do my morning routine and then I get on my phone and do it.
When I wake up, I get in the shower and I get on Twitter and start reading the news while I shower.
That's fair enough. I mean, everyone has their habits.
I'm very like routine based, and it's like
part of the routine.
Back when I spoke to my cousins on my dad's side, the joke was always like, I'm on the spectrum of autism in the slight way, because I am that routine based that if I'm fucking out of sync of shit, I'm frustrated and pissed, and my day's ruined. Yeah. Like my right leg, foot, everything, my right side has to go first.
Damn.
Like if I'm getting dressed, my right side has to go first.
I'm a left side.
I cannot do it. And if I fuck it up, I'll get pissed and start over.
That's crazy to me.
And if I'm eating food, like pizza or anything, greasy things, it has to be with my left hand only. I will not.
I do that with my left hand too.
I will not pick it up because I don't like my phone getting greasy.
But if I eat and I don't have my phone, it's always left hand. If I eat and have my phone, it's always right hand.
Oh, no. Regardless, I don't care whether I have it or not. It has to be my left hand.
Because I always, like, if I'm ever on my phone, I'm always holding it with my left. I'm always holding my phone with my left hand.
Oh, dude, I'm always a righty.
That's crazy, bro.
Dude, that's what my cousins always said. Like, go, Marco, you're slightly on the fucking spectrum now. Like,
that's crazy.
I show so many tendencies. Like, and then I'm always fascinated by lights. As weird as that sounds.
No, when I drive by the strip of Las Vegas, I get like overstimulated a little bit.
I love fucking like LED lights. I love Christmas lights. I love all that shit.
Yeah,
it's just fascinating. I love fireworks because the way they look. But yeah, no, dude.
Loud noises. I'm not a loud noise type of guy.
See, I grew up with enough trauma of loud noises that I've become immune to loud noises.
No, I'm the lightest sleeper there is. Like, dude, fucking, I remember, I forgot the fucking, what made the noise. No, I was at a hotel birthday party.
Oh, God.
And, like, this was, like, when I was 10 years old. I was at someone's hotel birthday party, and I'm, like, trying to sleep.
Yeah.
And I can hear, like, someone snoring.
Oh.
I don't think I slept at all that night. Because it's, like, I can hear someone just go... And it'll be across the room like that quiet, and I'll just go like, "What? Who did that?" Because I sleep in pitch black, in complete darkness, quiet in my room. Like I'm a vampire. Like I need it to be completely dark, no sound whatsoever. And sometimes that does suck because like you kind of like that's when you like overthink a lot. Yes. Like, are you ever in bed with no sound or no nothing?
And you're you're in your head.
You just think
you're in your head.
But when I'm tired enough, I just go, okay, time to knock out. But like when I'm not tired and try to go to bed, it's the worst because I just think.
So I used to be able for years to be able to fall asleep in the pitch black darkness.
Yeah,
I used to. Then I started getting sober, and this is weird how everything ties in. Because then I started getting sober, and I got to a point where I was having such bad night terrors and everything when I was detoxing off the nicotine that I had to legit get one of those galaxy fucking lights.
Oh, really?
And like have it shine above my bed just to have some light. But now it's fucking Christmas time, so I have a mini Christmas tree that lights up. So I do that. It bugs the shit out of me now. So I thought about just unplugging it. Because once I fall asleep, and if I wake up to piss, I'll unplug it and just go back to sleep in the dark. Yeah. But if I can't sleep with noise. I can't sleep with the TV on because it's too bright. So having the galaxy light above my bed.
Yeah.
Or having the Christmas tree in like the corner of my room.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's fucking weird. It sounds like I have to have a fucking nightlight to sleep at times. I'm not going to lie.
No one's judging because...
I'm judging myself because I'm like, damn.
I think a lot of... Like, I think almost all of my friends, like... I've never had a friend that sleeps like me. Like, I remember one time... Fuck, dude, shout out Blake Paul Hamus, man, but... That dude is the weirdest sleeper of all time. Like I remember when we were kids, like he would have the blanket over his head.
What?
He sleeps like with the blanket over his head, and then he's fell asleep multiple times when he had sleepovers as a kid with like the main light on, like the whole room was like all the lights were on, and he's sleeping with the blanket over his head in the living room on the carpet. I'm like, how do you do that?
What the fuck?
Blake is the weirdest sleeper ever. He'll fall asleep anywhere with any type of setting.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm picky.
I'm very picky too.
I
can never go to bed on flights.
So that's why I switched to doing red-eye flights, because I could sleep on those.
Yeah.
But the last time I took a red-eye flight was last year, leaving Vegas. We left literally a few hours after we went to the game. And of course, it's fucking 11 o'clock at night. And of course, this basketball team that's somehow known well or whatever, O'Connell men's basketball. I don't fucking know what they were. O'Connell was their name. Because I found them on Twitter, too. Because I was curious. They all fucking come strolling in the goddamn thing. And they're good fucking players, too.
Yeah.
They just played a fucking tournament. They got all their fucking bags and everything. Half of them aren't fitting in the fucking upper compartments. And they didn't check bags. They all fucking smell like B.O.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, dude. I mean, the red-eye flight before that guy across from me took his shoes and socks off and was barefoot raw dogging the flight. And I'm just like, dude. The last flight I fucking took, the person next to me, the flight here, fucking took their shoes off. And smelled like fucking feet the whole flight. And every time I fucking fell asleep, their boyfriend, who didn't speak English, would shout their responses to her the whole time.
Oh my God.
And would have their brightness on their giant fucking MacBook.
While watching an action movie?
Yeah, so every fucking time I fall asleep, my whole fucking row is lighting up. And I'm like, shit, am I dying?
Woke up to the plane crashing.
Dude, that's why I'm looking forward. This isn't even like a flex, but thank God I got that deal and could upgrade to first class for the flight home, because I'm going to have to babysit as soon as I get off that flight, and it's weird saying that now.
You're Unk, bro.
I'm Unk. My fucking 14-year-old brother told me I was Unk status, and I said, oh. I'm not that old.
Fuck, I was gonna pivot to something, but kind of lost my train of thought.
There's a lot of segues we could take.
You know what? Fuck every pivot we just talked about. I think we should pivot to big bets only.
Again?
No, like we didn't get into detail whatsoever. We just kind of just talked about it a little bit. But let's get into detail about the big bets only. Let's tell the people, if they weren't untapped, if they don't even know
you want
the
to be honest? I don't think they were ever untapped.
And yeah, I don't think anyone's ever.
I mean, let's be real. Were we even untapped?
Is there someone out there that's watched every single episode of Big Bets Only and know who both of us are?
Yes,
there actually is.
There is. There's two.
Oh God.
Two for sure, and I want to say one of them's my cousin.
Oh shit!
Not the one I cut off, but there's one other one. Fuck, there was one that watched everything, and I was like, "Why are you watching this? It's shit."
Yeah.
I was like, we are literally throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks. I was like, that's really what it was. Also, you have a stain on your backdrop.
Where at? Oh, it's probably a cum stain.
I think it is. It's a white stain.
Good.
I mean, I can't lie. You probably got excited.
Yeah. You were coming in town. I'll never lose a free cough, guys.
Listen, if I went unfiltered, I think I'd win.
Probably.
I have to get a tissue.
Okay. I'm going to keep them in tap with the Big Bets Only thing. So, guys, listen to me right fucking now. All right? All right. Yeah, so basically, episode 1 of Big Bets Only. God, I don't even remember when the first day. It was like October or something.
So, I'll tell you exactly when it was. It was the 3rd week of October.
Mm-hmm.
Because
what, Daddy?
Because it was after my sister's wedding.
Because it was after your sister's wedding. Okay, but yeah. First episode, it was just me and you. And we were talking about, and like that, our whole point of Big Bets Only was like kind of like to predict like NFL picks.
Was fucking shit.
Yeah. It was like NFL week, and it was funny because like this is when the Commanders were terrible.
Yeah, I picked the Commanders.
And he picked the Commanders to pick against like the Aaron Rodgers like Packers. the cracked Packers that lost to the 49ers that one playoff year. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, you're high. Like, that's never going to happen. And then the Commanders beat him.
My favorite story I still tell to this day, because there's video footage of me FaceTiming you afterwards because I screen recorded the FaceTime call.
Oh, God.
Was that Monday Night Football game, Commanders at Eagles, when the Eagles were undefeated. And I told everyone for the past 4 weeks, if the Eagles were undefeated come week 11, whatever the fucking week it was, Monday Night Football, Commanders were going to go into Philly.
This was the year the Eagles went to the Super Bowl, right?
I think so. I think it was. Because that's when I kept telling everyone, I said, Commanders are going to beat them. And no one believed me. They're like, you're fucking stupid. Eagles are undefeated. And I said, no. I said, the Commanders are going to go into Philly, and they're going to dog walk the fucking Eagles. What happened? They went into Philly, and they dog walked the fucking Eagles. And I called it, and I remember FaceTiming you right after. And I said, I told you so, bitch. I think that was my exact words, too.
What did I say back?
I don't remember. I have it screen record. It's on my old phone.
I don't even remember that.
I'll find it and I'll send it to you.
That's funny.
When I get home,
we have to roll the clip.
When I get home, I'll actually don't roll the clip.
That would be funny.
Don't roll the clip. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, no, that's funny. The Commanders, man. Commanders. He was come on the Commanders hype train since.
I've been hyping them
since 2022.
As a Raiders fan, knowing Payne, I've always hyped the Commanders up for some reason.
Oh God, should we get back in the NFL segments? We got to do big bets only first. Episode 2 was Pretty Boy Ka?
Yeah, because episode 1 was just us, right?
Yeah.
Episode 2 was Aaron, Pretty Boy Ka.
3 was Tycho.
3 was it Tycho?
I don't remember, dude. It's Blacks. I don't know, man.
Who was it? Because 5 was Calvin. Because that's
Calvin
when
Big Balls.
Because that's when I drove to Nebraska.
And me and you did it together with him.
And that was kind of a train wreck too.
Yeah, it was.
So I think 3 was Tycho.
I think 3 was Tycho, and then 4 was. We don't even know our own podcast.
I mean,
it was 2 years ago.
We kind of burned it and shit. We buried that shit so well. Because 6 was Aaron Brown.
Yeah, I think so. And then 7.
7.
No, was 4 Jay Johnson Jr.
I think so.
Yeah, 4 was Jay Johnson Jr., 5 was Calvin, and then 6 was Aaron, and then Aaron the whole time was roasting Jay Johnson.
Yeah,
and then 7 was Sean, the other track guy, right? Or was that 8?
7 was either Jackson Luna or the other Jackson.
Dude, I keep forgetting. We have we have so much people. We have Jackson Luna. Let's just name all the, fuck the episodes. Let's just name all the guests. We have Jackson Luna, Jackson Galloway, Aaron Brown, Jay Johnson Jr., Pretty Boy Ka, Tycho, Sean, yeah. Did it? No, Calvin.
Calvin.
8?
Did we really only do 8?
Did we only do 8 episodes?
We did.
Then we did our own 9.
We did not. So then 9 it was just us.
Because I remember, and then number 10 was me and Aaron alone. Because I said I want to do one episode alone.
Yeah, because I was booked up with work.
You was booked up with work, and I said I'll just do this episode alone. And
yeah, and I was fucking tired.
Me and Aaron ran it back for 10, and I think once 10 hit, we were gone. Like that was it.
Yeah, because after 10, I think we were just. I was just.
It was a shit show.
It was a shit show. I was just swamped with fucking life.
I was swamped with life too, and then I was considering dropping out of college, and then work hit. I started working a little bit, and then I was just this is cooked.
Yeah, literally, it was and it was never I guess personal with us. It was just more or less personal between each other.
It was more fake personal. If we had anything online that was hatred towards me and him. It was mostly just for views or something like that.
That was the most fucking.
It was never me and Marco never hated each other once. It was always just fake beef.
That is what I find hilarious is the amount of people that thought we legitimately hated each other. And I'm like, well, I'm just gonna play into it.
Yeah, fuck it. It's a storyline.
I'm like, people know me that I'm a fucking dick at times.
Yeah.
But No, and just doing overnights and like the workload I was throwing on myself to try to do other shit. Try to put some. We left one out.
Let me think. Let me remember.
That just made me fucking think of it. I want to see if you know this one. Do you know this one?
Was it my guest?
No, it was mine.
Oh my god.
I know you know this because there was more than 10 then.
No, because we never put it out, right?
Oh, we put it out.
Oh.
And then we took it down.
The fake frat guy.
Oh, no, we
that was a disaster. That was the worst podcast
wreck.
I've ever filmed in my life, by the way.
So that was a train wreck. No, you're missing the main one.
Oh my god.
The biggest one.
Our biggest episode?
I think it was our biggest.
Because our biggest views on episode was 306, and it was Aaron Brown, the first one.
There was one more because the dude got into controversy temporarily. And when you Google, when you would YouTube his name, our video would be one of the top 5 that showed up because it kept getting just clickbait with it. Do you not remember?
No, tell me. I know.
Derek
Ross. Yo, me and Derek. I still have Derek's note. Oh, we need to get into that. Derek, fuck you, bro.
I'm not gonna say fuck you, Derek, but
no, I'm just kidding. I'd love to work with Derek, just because like me and him have the same passions towards like what goals. We both want to be streamers. And he streams on Twitch now. I stream on Twitch now. Let's go, Derek. But he got into some controversy. What was it?
It was some stupid.
Was it minors?
No.
Oh.
It wasn't like anything like legit controversy. It was that clickbait type of controversy. Oh, banned on Twitch again. Whatever bullshit.
Because he got banned on Twitch and then he went to Kick and then got banned on Kick.
Yes, and then got banned on YouTube. And then then when he got banned on YouTube and couldn't stream on YouTube anymore, that's when he switched over to Kick. But everyone would look him up on YouTube and our fucking shit would come up. That's how it started going up. And I was like, ooh.
I do remember that because we had like 1K views on it, right?
Yeah, it hit out of nowhere. Like we looked one day and it was at like 102, and next thing you know, it was pushing 1,000 like 2 days later. Yeah. We're like, what the fuck is going on?
I forgot about that. Derek Ross hit because of all that controversy, I guess.
What? Yeah, I mean, he still follows me on Twitter.
I will say, other than that fake frat guy, that douchebag,
he still follows me on Instagram. I mean, we don't talk anymore, but we're still chill. So,
other than him, Derek Ross was the only person to keep his persona going.
We're missing another one.
Oh, God,
I just thought of that.
Who was it?
Who do you think?
I don't
you
know.
and I actually talked.
I tried to think of.
You and I actually talked about him like 2 months ago.
Tell me.
Rebel.
I like Rebel.
Dude, when did I last talk? I talked to him.
Rebel's
month.
got some shit going on, doesn't he? Like what you were talking about. But
yeah, I'm not gonna air that out.
Don't air it out.
I'm not gonna air it out.
He's got some demons.
We all have demons. It's how you control.
We all have demons. Beans. I'm just kidding.
It's how you control your demons and how you fight back against your demons.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, me and I so basically, let me air this whole Derek Ross situation out because I really don't give a fuck.
That was a shit show.
I texted Derek right after our podcast asking about like if he like about the big. You already talked about on your bullshit about the whole Derek Ross situation, like how he wouldn't do anything with Big
yeah,
when you paid him money. Let's air out Marco here. He paid Derek Ross.
There was a deal
with us. And it was literally a written deal. Like, wasn't there contracts involved?
Yeah.
There was literally contracts involved.
It was written
in stone.
Everything.
And he could have probably sued, honostly. But
he agreed. I mean,
but we're not.
You take our L's
no one wants our lawyers. Like, it's too much work, right? But yeah, it was literally written in stone, contracted, paid money to have him do YouTube videos with us. Like we were all gonna fly out and like be doing at least one in-person YouTube video, all three of us. And he ghosted us. Even after we signed a contract with him. But at that point, what?
He ghosted you.
I don't know what I did.
I don't know what you did either, and I never understood it because your two personalities are two peas in a pod together.
And when I will say this, when he live streamed our podcast.
That was a train.
And I was watching his chat while we are doing it, and everyone in the chat, not everyone, but there are a lot of people in the chat were saying W Gavin L Marco. Like his whole chat was saying W Gavin L Marco.
So it was funny because behind the scenes, I was he ghosted you. I don't know what the fuck you did. I don't know why he fucking.
I can show you the text.
I don't know why he fucking didn't fuck with you like that. Because I'm like, your two personalities are two peas in a pod. But then him and I would talk every once in a blue moon, and it'd be about the most random shit. Dude, you still have the text messages?
This is from. All right, we got a meeting for Big WrestleMania this Thursday at 9 p.m. your time. No answer. Yo, Derek, Marco has been removed from Big Bets Only. If you want to come back, I'm more than welcome having you. This is like when me and you had that beef going on, whatever. He got removed. Why?
Never responded ever.
And then I said, it was his choice. He never told me the reason, so I have no clue. Just as confused as you. Nothing. And then I shot him a text. This is when he got banned on YouTube.
Yeah.
I shot him a text like motivational. Like, hey, bro, like, this, you're going to be fucking, you're going to be going, you're going to be taking off, bro. You can't stop now. Like, you can reread it after this podcast all you want. But it's like literally all motivational shit. No response. And then I did this. And then this was June 22 this year. And then this was me like asking or to be on the Get Real podcast, which is what this is. No response to that either.
Yeah, he still follows me on Twitter. On both his accounts. I don't see. You and I talked about this. I don't know what I have where it's weird because I'm such an introverted person, and I don't. As much as I don't fuck with people, I don't fuck with people. So like, if you're in my circle, you are in my circle.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I have this personality where everyone just trusts me right away. I don't mean that in a negative way towards myself, but it's just like, I don't like people.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with people. I'd rather be alone, which is weird. Which is why my sisters give me shit and say this is why you're single. Because any problem, I'll look at you and say, okay, is what it fucking is. And I'll walk away because I won't fucking give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
So it's not always a healthy tactic to cope with. But yeah, no, I don't know why.
I feel like people don't like... definitely don't, like, I'll be honest with you, people don't trust who I am when I'm first talking to them because I'm way too honest. Like, I over-communicate, I over-talk about, like, bullshit that's happened to me and stuff like that, so it's just, like, they probably think, oh, this guy's going to dog me if we ever get into any drama or anything like that. I'm like, no, that's the opposite of who I am. I've never dogged someone in my life.
I will trauma dump on people.
Yeah, I think that's why they trust you, because I will never tell anyone about, like, personal shit. Like, me and, bro... Same thing with my parents. Me and Blake, friends my whole life. Do I ever get into... I've never once voluntarily went up to them and was like, dude, I'm, like, sad right now. Like,
really?
No, never, ever.
Have you ever had, like, a deep talk with Blake?
Yeah, but it's, like, we have to both be drunk. Like, it's, like, we have to both be blackout drunk and, like, not giving a fuck what's going on.
So... And
it's never, like, personal either. It's always just, like, yeah, this happened, and then I'll just segue, and I'll be like, nah, no big deal. Like, let's just move on.
Oh, dude, no, Blake and I had, like, I want to say 2, maybe 3 occasions, and Blake and I aren't close like that. But we've had very, like, like honest and open discussions, like heart-to-heart conversations.
Good, man.
And which is, I guess, weird. But, which is why it's still fuck Blake, but no, I'm kidding. Remember when I pissed him off? Do you remember that? Because that's when you and Stu... I made a very
You called him the F word. Not the fuck, but the other one.
Was that why?
Yeah, that's the reason why he got mad, because you called him that word, and then he was like, dude, I don't know why you got so defensive. That's the problem I was kind of confused about.
So because that's when Studer and I thought it was about the comment I made about the dad.
No.
The dad joke, because it was poorly
him.
Timed, and it was coming from me.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where we thought, but then that's when you guys went home and you ended up figuring this shit out.
No, I've made so much dad jokes towards Blake. I don't think.
Well, I mean, it's
to
different.
My understanding, it isn't.
It's different coming from you, compared to me, which is fair. Me also has my own daddy issues.
Yeah, but no, it wouldn't. It would mean more. It would be more harmful coming from me because I've had a dad my whole life that loves me.
Must be fucking nice.
So it's like if I tell someone else like you don't have a fucking dad, like fuck you, as a joke. They'll probably take offense to it because I have a dad.
I mean, granted, my dad's the reason we have these tickets for tomorrow, but
You're a W Marco dad, right? Or no?
For once.
For once.
For once. No, I'm kidding. We'll see. I don't know. Him and I are doing good repairing our relationship. I mean, I think we're doing good.
Now, this is the You know why it's called the Get Real podcast?
Because I'm getting fucking real right now.
You gotta get fucking real.
So
I need him to add a slogan other than Get Real. Like, what should be my slogan? Let's get real about life. How about that? Too basic?
Too basic. It's too long. I don't know. I'm just in a weird spot in life. Like,
yeah.
Career-wise, I don't know where I'm going, but I think the circle around me that I have and the one, I guess I don't want to say I built it, but the circle I built was, I think it's really the people I actually genuinely need. I mean, Jake helping me get sober and all these, people. Like, I want to say realistically, I'm up 12 pounds.
It's good, man. That's good for him because he's
2 months,
a skinny sack of shit.
In 2 months, I went up 12 pounds. I mean, I kind of balanced out. I've been staying steady, but now that's why I'm talking to a bunch of fitness coaches because even doctors can't figure it out.
Well, I remember when we were doing the Big Bets Only podcast, and you were like really close with Rebel at the time, and you guys were gonna have a whole like game plan of like how you're gonna get your fitness in check, and then
Rebel had issues.
Yeah,
personal matters, not to dive into, but it's all love for him. I haven't talked to him.
Dude, I'd still contact Rebel today. I mean, I can obviously tell what he was going through. Like he never even ever got into personal matters with me, and I could already tell he was going through something when we were talking. Like, I've talked to Rebel off camera before.
Yeah, no, I haven't talked to him in a month. I meant to check up on him.
I haven't talked to him in years.
But yeah, no, I talked to him like 2.5 months ago. It was before I went to the wedding. But yeah, no,
dude, we should get into who we still talk to. So let's start off. Oh, I wish you could.
I have them all.
You have to keep a list.
I have it all in my phone.
Okay. Keep a list of who we had on our podcast so we can just ramble about who they are and what happened.
I'm not gonna shit talk this person. Actually, I just saw this name pop up in my phone. I saw that name pop up in my phone, and I said, "Oh, I don't want to talk shit about them right now."
I forgot who that is.
You know who that is? Do you know who that is now?
You were really close to him when we were doing it.
It was right after.
Yeah, because you guys want to do your own content.
Yeah, that's him. Because we were gonna do stuff together.
I see his TikToks on my For You page before and shit.
So we were gonna do stuff together, and it was just a shot in the dark. I was like, I'm gonna just shoot my shot. Let's see what happens. Then it started working out. I'm not gonna get into that one. I'm not. No. I just saw the name pop up in my phone, and I said, "Oh,
yeah."
I
digress.
Yeah, I digress. Oh, one of my favorite guests that we had that we totally forgot about.
Calvin?
Caden.
Oh, we forgot about Caden. Dude, we done like 15 episodes, like 16? Or what is it?
I guess we really did hit that.
What the fuck? We actually did pretty good, low key, huh?
So
for being our situation, that was actually pretty good, low key.
God damn. I mean, Caden I'll talk to every once in a blue moon still.
I haven't talked to Caden. But like, I'll be real with you, Caden, bro. Like, me and Caden have never had issues. Like, it's always been like, it was strictly business, you know?
Dude,
that's all I'm gonna label your like people who come up that I haven't talked to. It was strictly business.
Dude,
and I'll let you guys know if it wasn't strictly business.
Caden and I would have that was my favorite episode because I know you were strung off guard, and then him and I went in this whole mental health deep dive, and we started having some real conversations. And you're just like,
my ADHD was like killing me.
Dude, you're like, what the fuck is going on? And we're just rambling away.
I was ready to talk about like some bullshit. And you guys are talking about real shit.
We're over here talking about how depressed we were, dude.
I'm gonna take a sip of this alcohol over here.
That was one of my favorites. Him and I still talk occasionally. We'll snap each other. We played Xbox together for a bit.
Yeah, Caden James. Our relationship was strictly business. I have no bad words to say about Caden James.
Who else do we have?
Let's talk about Calvin. Because I was kind of thrown off.
Calvin in a hot minute.
I was thrown off by Calvin. If you guys don't know who Calvin is, Calvin Big Balls, he's the guy who does.
Does he do anything still? When
he was popping on TikTok, any of you OG COVID consumers of TikTok know who Bono the dog is. And if you don't even know what that is, you guys know what this TikTok is. This is white, like old looking dog, and if he goes, "Let me touch it," the dog starts showing its teeth and going "Arr," and quit banging the neighbor. He was talking about the neighbor dog. Like he tells his dog to quit banging the neighbor, and he just starts showing his teeth right when he says it. Probably the funniest TikToks of COVID. But yeah, he got 2 million followers on TikTok of it, and I was the one who originally reached out to him because he had like an alt Instagram. So I was like, if I text his alt Instagram, there's no way he doesn't see this. So I texted that. I got him on the podcast, and you guys actually stayed in touch. Me and Calvin basically fell off. It was strictly business. Low-key, like there's a little relationship in it, but it was just kind of like, nah. It was almost strictly business, but you guys were kind of friends.
Yeah, we kind of talked a bit. A lot of it was like fitness stuff because I thought I was in position to get my life together, and it really wasn't.
Yeah.
Who do we have? Oh, I totally forgot I have your mom's number.
There you go.
I totally forgot I had that.
He's been banging my mom, guys.
Shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
Who else? I'm in the E's. I don't think anyone's in the E's. I'm looking at F's. Nobody in the F's.
You just looking at your contacts?
Yeah, I'm just going through my contacts. I always... Oh, yeah, Jackson Galloway.
Foreshadowing. Okay.
No, we don't address him anymore. Derek Graves, still got him in my contacts. We were chill for a solid like 6 months after everything happened. But... Oh, so this is a big one, actually, that I never told you about, I don't think.
Let me hear it.
Oh, sorry, I opened Instagram because I went to go find this, and this girl I went to high school with, her and her husband are now, pregnant. Aw, June 2025, aw. Congratulations.
Good for them.
Oh, fuck, what was this guy's name? Oh! Okay, so this guy. I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy.
Mm-mm. Oh, yeah.
He hangs out with Bieber and all that. I have him in my contacts.
No. Let's be real with you guys. The only reason he knows who Ryan Halza is because one random day we were on video call. It wasn't even during podcast. I said, "Do you know who Ryan Halza is?"
And
you were
dude,
like, no.
My phone fucking picked it up, and my TikTok page just started throwing me all this shit about how this newest up and comer with fucking Justin Bieber.
Did you see that? His TikToks would blow up because he would always make videos about paparazzi.
Yeah.
But everyone in the comments would say, "Who are you, bro? Like no one knows who you are. How do you have paparazzi and stuff like that?" And I just thought it was hilarious because it was like a fake. I thought it was a fake celebrity. He just got famous off being a fake celebrity. No, he was actually famous.
Yeah, he's friends with Bieber. No one knows
who he is.
Yeah, he's like friends with Bieber. He keeps talking about this album he's putting out or whatnot. Yeah, no, him and I were supposed to work on a fucking project, but he was tied up with something with JB.
Damn.
So that got tied up. Like after you and I finished Big Bets Only, that was actually in the works, and he's like, "I'll do it all for free." He's like, let me take care of the shit with Bieber. And
no blowies?
Like, no blowies.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in that, too. But nah, dude, I haven't texted him in a while either. He's like, I don't give my number out either. So he's like, for the fact that you get my number, he's like, don't leak it, please. And I was like, I ain't gonna leak shit.
That's fun. That's funny how the only reason you know who he is because I said,
literally, I'm just like,
Alza is.
Dude, and then my TikTok fucking turned into it. Who else? Damn, nobody in the eyes.
Aaron Brown just swiped up on my DMs.
Did he?
Because I posted a first podcast episode at the crib, and he put a laughing emoji.
Oh my god! Yeah, probably because my big. Wait, am I in the video?
Yeah.
It's probably because my big ass head is in it. Who else? Damn, I didn't realize how many contacts I had until now. I have Coles. I have like 4 different numbers of Coles.
Type shit.
From when I worked there.
I had a lot of contacts and I got rid of my iCloud.
Oh, I got Tycho still.
Tycho.
I love Tycho to death. That's my dog.
That was strictly business for me.
Really?
I never talked to him after the podcast.
No, I mean, I guess it was different because I've worked with him. So I guess it's different because I've worked with him every night. So before anything went better, I don't know if I'm supposed to disclose that still because I don't know if he could get in.
Who gives a fuck? This is
I'm
a
not
real
gonna
podcast, man.
Well, Before the Better launch and Jake Paul launched Better, I saw and knew everything because he was showing me at work every night. He's like, yeah, look at this email. He's like, this is all the plan for the Better launch, and I'd see it all. He's like, yeah, we were with Jake Paul. He was getting the Better name tattooed on his leg before anyone in the public saw it. They were in the hotel room with it.
So handshake bets isn't a thing anymore?
It is.
Oh,
It's just owned by Better.
Okay.
So they're on like a contract deal. So they renewed the contract because they gave it a 1-year deal. And then it actually like became successful, so now they started branching off into different entities.
So if they get rid of handshake bets, does that mean Tycho's out of a job? Or does Tycho sign by Better too?
I don't know how the logistics work. All I know is Handshake Better owns the rights to handshake bets. But the agreement was when they first signed it is that if it doesn't turn out well, they don't renew the contract. All right, they don't keep the jobs, and then they also get all the rights back to handshake bets. Mm-hmm. So that was their biggest thing. They wanted their rights to handshake bets back. Yeah. If they didn't renew or do any of that.
Yeah.
Granted, it's this bigger legal situation, but they renewed. So on top of Better owning and buying out handshake bets and keeping it a thing, they also got, I don't want to say gifted jobs, but gifted jobs with it.
Yeah. I wonder if, I'm surprised, like if I was in Jake Paul's situation, I would have just said, yo, get the fuck, like, you guys can go back to handshake bets when you're done with our shit, but you're just Better now. I'm surprised they didn't do that.
No, Jake Paul loved the idea. That's how the Better app became a thing. So when Better app first launched, you could bet, before it was actual money, it was just coins. You could bet.
I did that. I did the coins a lot.
You could bet on the pitch speed, whether it was over 90 miles an hour or not. I was hitting like crazy.
I was hitting like crazy too.
Dude, I fucking love that shit. What else do I got?
I got a shit ton of coins, and then I saw there was like a if you get a certain amount of coins, you can get actual money from it, and I was like, oh.
Speaking of that, I might as well text Rebel and just check in on them.
Mid podcast, fuck it.
Now that I scrolled to see his contact.
But what else are we gonna talk about?
I don't know. I've just kind of been rambling.
I thought you were gonna talk some shit, man.
You know,
out of that era.
I'm out of that era. Like, what was it? Before I was sober, I went on this whole rant that I was gonna next time when we linked, because I wasn't sober when you and I discussed this trip.
Yeah.
This was back September, I think.
Some shit.
Because it was right after you fully were in here in Vegas for a month.
Oh yeah.
And I wasn't fully sober at the time.
Oh, neither were me and Blake. Because I called you out of nowhere.
You called me, and that's when the discussion started. So then you called me. No, you texted me or something next day. Or I texted you, and I was just like, if you really want to do this, I'll ask my dad for the tickets.
I don't care.
And you're like, let's fucking do it. And that's when we called, and you were like, let's do a podcast. And I was like, oh. Well, I sarcastically said it as a joke, and you're like, no, let's do it. And I was like, oh, son of a bitch. And I went on a whole rant on that FaceTime call. And I was shit talking everybody and their goddamn mothers.
And I was like, this is going to come out during the podcast. I love it.
And then I got sober and I found like, no. God and I focused on my health. And
so when I called you that night with Blake here, you still vaping every day?
Yes.
Dang, that big of a change that quick?
I'm 3.5 months sober. 4 months sober.
All right, well, let's get into my potential guests. After this, I think I can for sure. I'm just like I used to be like I don't want to say who the guests are because it's like
you don't want to jinx it.
But it's called now. I just resemble it. I remorph it, and I could just call it manifestation.
You're gonna manifest these people.
I'm gonna manifest the next two guests of this podcast, and they might not be. Actually, I'm not gonna say next, but I'm gonna say two future guests. But I think one of them can be, like, literally next episode. I'm going to say Douglas Skates.
Who the fuck is that? I mean, no disrespect to you, dude, but, like, who the fuck is that?
No, I didn't know who he was either till I moved to... I seen his TikToks before, or, like, I seen his Instagram Reels before. I moved to Vegas, but he's a YouTuber with about 25K. And I was in his YouTube video because we shot one together. He interviewed me just for, fucking with World of T-Shirts. Do you know who World of T-Shirts is? Joshua Block. He has autism.
Is he on TikTok?
Oh, yeah, he's huge on TikTok. He's like, what?
If I see
4 mil? He's the drunk autism guy just runs around and just says, put the fries in the bag. or gets told that.
This guy?
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about now.
I streamed with him downtown Vegas, and Douglas saw it, and he was like, "Yo, let's do an interview about it," because he fucks with World of T-shirts too.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how we linked up, and I think I can get him on. I haven't even contacted him about it yet, and there's one guy I did contact about it. His name is Zane. Zane. Oh God, I'm bad with names.
Unprepared, unprofessional.
I'm bad with names.
Unprofessional. Dude, it's so weird that the only thing I drink now is water.
It's
water
beautiful.
and juice. It is beautiful. Like, I'll occasionally have alcohol because, like, alcohol I don't have a problem with.
Yeah.
But, like, I've never been an alcohol person. I've never liked it.
Okay, his name is Zane Bajwa. He has 16K on Instagram, but he's in Nick Senior's videos, almost every single one, and then Danny Duncan's videos sometimes.
The only name I know is Danny Duncan out of that conversation.
He's kind of like a side character, but dude, he's fucking hilarious. I love everything he's about.
Oh, that's the guy you showed me in the fucking video earlier. I was confused. Yeah. I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I contacted him about doing podcasts, and I said, let me know next time you're in Las Vegas. He comes to Las Vegas, I wouldn't say frequently, but he comes, so whenever he comes inside me too. Next time he's here.
How does your mom feel about you? Like, just casually saying guys come in you.
But yeah. Yeah, Zane. Yeah, I want him to come on. I'm not sure it's gonna be recent, but like literally, like it's hard because, as I said at the beginning, or I don't even know if I said this on podcast, but this is a fully in-person podcast. Like, I'm done doing virtual podcasts. I'm done doing Discord podcasts. I'm done doing anything. Riverside, fuck that shit. I'm done doing anything like that. So, all the podcast I have in the near future is going to be in person. It's never going to be a virtual shit, and yeah.
You want some ideas, though?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, when WrestleMania and WWE take over Vegas in April, you need to be going out and filming content. You're going to have people from all over the fucking world here. You think I'm kidding? People...
I need a cameraman.
Listen, if I could afford that trip, I'll fucking come. Because I'll be going to fucking WrestleMania if I'm coming back here at that time. But I'm telling you, there is at least 1,000 from each fucking country that are coming. And that is a way to market and grow your brand and to get content, whether you fuck with the subject or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a nerd with that field, so I'd do perfectly fine with it.
You know, if I didn't do podcasts, I think I would do Sneeko type videos. I'm not sure if you know. I'll show you a video after this, but
I don't watch Sneeko.
He does like mini documentaries of like 5-minute documentary, daily vlog documentaries about like life lessons and virtues and stuff like that, about like life and stuff like that. Just a bunch of stuff that he likes, resembles, and wants people to feel like it's just better for you stuff. And he just puts it out there. This is his idea, his like mind, what his thoughts, and he just puts it out there and it's cool because he daily vlogs himself just walking around New York and like little like B-rolls and trains and all like the culture of New York and stuff like that as like the background to his voiceover. And then sometimes he'll like cut the voiceover and in real life he'll set the camera up while he's downtown and talk to the camera, and then he'll go back to voiceover.
So I think really the only YouTube I don't even watch people.
Those on X.
I don't really watch people game anymore either, because I used to be really big on watching people video game on YouTube and like Wildcat, Vanoss, all them.
Oh yeah.
They kind of, I don't want to say they fell off because I still watch them from time to time. But if I'm on YouTube, the main thing I'm watching is either what I noticed is, which is why I notice I'm in a weird, I want to say a weirdly phase of my life right now. And a new chapter is because it's either some educational video, B, some historical video, or C, it's fucking Yes Theory. Going to all these random towns. Dude, I love Yes Theory now, ever since I discovered them. But I'm really, if I'm on Xbox now, I'm either A, watching those videos, or B, I have football on, or C, I'm just in a party chat talking to like fucking Mason. That's my dog.
Do you go on Discord or Xbox?
It depends on who I'm with. Like,
you should join my Discord channel.
If I don't use Discord.
I got 600 people on my Discord channel.
I don't know how. What's so special about it? No
reasons. Shout out Doug and Eddie.
I think I'm in some weird Discords. Actually, no. I'm in Connor's Discord server.
Link to my Discord channel is in the description. If you guys want to join, I have over 600 people in it, and we talk about community and growing as a content creator. A lot of UFC.
Oh, I'm in Logic's Discord server. I'm also in MGK's Discord server.
I'm in a lot of streamers' Discord channels.
Yeah, MGK is my dog. If I could meet him, my life's complete. Shout out Logic though, dude. You're fucking washed and you fell off and you're fucking boring as shit now. I used to love
unnecessary
Logic.
Shot.
I used to love Logic and like, I just don't know.
I feel like Logic's always been kind of weird.
It's not that he's weird. It's just he fell off, in my opinion.
I mean, he made fucking. The only thing I know about Logic is he made that 1-800 fucking suicide hotline video.
Dude,
that's about it. That's all I know about him. And he thought he was black or some shit. Like he
is
black.
He is.
But
he just runs with the bit now because people mock him so much for like, oh, you talk about is you're black, you're half black.
It's one of those things where it's like it's rage bait. Like he just says
he does it. Yeah. Like he just says so much shit. And like that's why I hate to give him the hate that I'm not hating on him because I still fuck with him because I fuck with the old shit, but it's just the new shit I just don't fuck with.
God, is there anyone like that out there that like I fuck with their old shit but I can't stand them now? Andrew Tate.
I
loved Andrew Tate when he first like was popping, and then now he's getting all into this crypto shit, and he's kind of like I wouldn't say scamming, but it's like
he's all over the board.
It's like he's talking about unnecessary shit that like not the moral values of men, and he's just talking about making money now. And he got super invested into his a way of like to make his like he has a course on how to be a real man.
Yeah.
And he got really invested into promoting that, and I was just like, dude, like I can be a real man watching YouTube videos about how to be a real man. I don't need a course, dude. And plus, I know how to be a real man without YouTube videos. So I'm just saying I can do it for free on YouTube right now. So
I never got into the Tate brothers hype. I just did. I just wasn't my thing. I was just like, oh, I don't give a shit what this guy says.
The only reason that he was so big is because he would say what other people thought.
Big facts. I do admit that.
When obviously, I think this is like anybody would relate to this unless you don't have a brain or common sense. If you had to pick between a woman and a man driving your having your life in their hands, you're automatically going to pick a man. I mean, if you pick a woman, you have zero common sense. That's all I'm going to say. But it's not because I hate women. Like everyone would be like, it's because you hate women.
It depends on the woman.
It also depends. But if you had a choice, you don't
depends
know who
on my. Well, if you know the options, at least it might.
You don't know what man it is or what woman it is. It's just man or woman. Which one you choose?
Like,
obviously,
you're telling me you're not going to trust Valentina Shevchenko?
Well, I don't know. It's going to be her. But she's crushed. She's crazy. She's Russian. She might fucking ride us off the road.
Oh fuck! What was her name? The Polish lady. I'm a big fan of her. She retired. Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
Oh.
Dude, I would trust her with my life in a heartbeat.
You know who I would trust? Rose Namajunas. I think that's how
she's a badass.
Thug Rose.
She's a badass. You know what? You need to get like a tablecloth with like a design on it.
Yeah.
Like, you need to get like
the same tablecloth as the navy.
Yeah, like this, or maybe an offsetting color, or maybe go black and just have it drape over the front.
Well, this is like the color logo. This is like the color of the logo and the background of the logo. So this is staying. But what color should the cloth be?
I would just go a plain black, unless you want to go with the white one and keep it offsetting.
I think white would look better.
A white and just do one big logo instead of multiple pieces on it. You know what I mean?
I like the multiple.
Well, I mean, it looks good for the backdrop, but I mean, no one's going to see the table. Unless you stretch the camera back.
I think I'll just put a white cloth with no logo on it.
Might as well. You could go get a fucking cheap one from fucking Walmart.
Yeah.
99 cents. There you go.
But yeah.
I mean.
Is this the podcast? I don't really have much more to talk about.
I don't know. I could sit here all day and talk about Machine Gun Kelly if you want.
What time are we at? What's the red say? Or do you have good eyesight?
Do I? I wear glasses. I could zoom in. I got this new iPhone and I use it. It says an hour 37:42.
Oh, it's not that long.
So by the time you could trim it. But no, I got the iPhone 16 Pro Max now and I use it at work. So when I can't tell, like if it's the associate I'm looking for down the aisle, instead of walking the whole fucking aisle now, I'll fucking zoom in just to look.
Oh, God.
And I'm just like, oh, that's them. Or I'm like, oh, not them.
That's funny.
It comes in handy. I'm not going to lie. But I mean, it's fuzzy when you get to it, so when you take the actual picture. But yeah, I mean, what else? I mean, I could go all day
I don't
about.
really have much more to talk about.
I could go all day about MGK. You already know this. I mean, everyone hates him, but
Honestly, I think I'm gonna wrap it up because I got shit to do on the computer.
he's a very good musician, and he's an artist. He's not just defined by one genre. I gotta put you on some 21 Pilots
After
though.
this.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna call it quits though.
You're call it quits. I mean, I guess should I comment? I mean,
On what?
I don't know. How do I close it on my end? I mean, I haven't done one of these in 2 years.
I think the only thing you should do is just shout out to your main source of like how people would contact you.
Don't contact me is what I'm gonna say. Don't contact me. I am enjoying this life where I didn't think we'd actually do a podcast because I said it sarcastically, and then you're like, "No, you're coming. You were doing one," and I said, "Well, son of a gun." I'm kind of enjoying the off the grid lifestyle. Shout out my brother Jake Murphy, trying to transfer D1 this fucking semester now. He's kind of helping me get straight with that because I just don't fuck with social media anymore. I use it to communicate with people, like, you know, my homies and shit, but I'm like, my screen time on my phone used to be like 10 plus hours a day. Horrible. Oof. My screen time is averaging 5 hours now. So I've cut it over 50%. And I've, you know, like now, I mean, I'm certified in data analytics now, so I do a lot of spreadsheets. So if you ever need me to do spreadsheet work, let me know. I could do a lot of spreadsheet work.
Man.
I low key am a nerd and love Excel. So
Excel, I like Excel too.
I love Excel with the heartbeat. I fucking throw numbers in and I'll play all day in Excel.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I mean,
good.
It was
3?
Oh yeah, congrats. You know,
Yeah,
I mean, it was good to be here.
Hopefully, this podcast is something one day.
Maybe you never know. You never know where time.
Work towards it, huh?
Well, it depends. Maybe you find a new niche. Yeah. You never know.
I mean, every day on Twitch, the official Westman. I stream every day on Kick. Same thing. I multi-stream on both of those Twitch. They're both the official Westman Kick, the official Westman, and yeah, not sponsored by Matador, but a shout out Matador. We're out of here. Peace.
Oh, am I supposed to get it? Who's that?